All right, welcome. So, you're in the market for a new computer. You've hit one of the biggest, most fundamental choices in all of tech. Do you go for that go anywhere, do anything freedom of a laptop, or the raw, untamed power of a desktop? It's the classic showdown, right? And today, we are going to break it all down to help you find your absolute perfect match. Okay, let's just jump right into the heart of it, because this isn't just about comparing spec sheets, it's about your lifestyle. Do you need a machine that can just absolutely demolish any task you throw at it, but it's anchored in one spot? Or do you need a creative companion that can go wherever inspiration decides to strike? That's really the core conflict we're going to explore. So here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at the fundamental differences between them. Then, we'll dive into the big trade-offs, power versus portability. We'll look at the cost and long-term value, see how they fit different lifestyles, and then we'll wrap it all up with a simple framework to help you make that final call. All right, first up, let's get one thing straight. We're not just comparing two different boxes here. We're looking at two entirely different philosophies of how a computer should actually fit into your life.
Think of a desktop kind of like a high-performance Lego set, right? You've got the tower, the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, all separate pieces. They all work together to create this super powerful system. But the real magic is that any piece can be swapped out and upgraded. Now a laptop, that's a totally different beast. It's this all-in-one, tightly integrated marvel of engineering, and it's designed for one main thing, to be on the move. And that one difference, well, it changes absolutely everything.
So that brings us to the biggest consequence of that design difference, this constant battle between raw performance and total mobility. You really can't have the absolute best of both, so you've got to decide what truly matters most to you. See, desktops are built for sustained, raw power, period. They have more space, bigger components, and way better cooling, so they can run at top speed for hours and hours without even breaking a sweat. Laptops, on the other hand, are masters of efficiency. They're engineered to deliver incredible performance in a really tight space, but they're always juggling power with battery life and heat. Okay, and this slide. This shows something that catches a lot of people by surprise. You see that high-end graphics card in a gaming laptop? Even if it has the exact same name as the one in a desktop, and I mean the exact same name, it's probably only giving you like 60 to 70% of the performance. And the reason is just simple physics. It all comes down to power and heat. Laptops just don't have the physical space or the cooling system to let that component run at full throttle. A desktop, on the other hand, absolutely does. But here's the other side of that coin, and believe me, it is a big one. The laptop gives you freedom. The ability to work from a cafe, to take notes in a lecture hall, or just to move from your desk to the couch. That is genuinely transformative. And with modern battery life, you really can untether yourself for an entire day. That's a superpower a desktop just can't compete with.
Okay, what about your wallet? This isn't just about the price tag when you're at the checkout. No, it's about the long-term value you get from your investment over years.
Let's just pick a number out of the air, $1,000. For that money, a desktop is going to give you dramatically more performance every single time. We're talking a faster processor, probably more RAM, and a much better graphics card. In a laptop, that same $1,000 gets you less raw power because a big chunk of that cost is paying for the miniaturization, the battery, and that built-in screen. And this right here, this illustrates the desktop's secret weapon, longevity. Let's say 5 years from now, your machine starts to feel a little sluggish. You can just pop open the case, slide in a brand new graphics card, double your RAM, add a faster drive. It's a simple process that can literally give your machine a whole new lease on life for years to come.
Laptops are a completely different story. Most of the key components, the brains of the operation, are soldered directly to the motherboard. That makes them pretty much impossible to upgrade. And if something breaks when it's out of warranty, that repair bill can be astronomical, sometimes more than the laptop is even worth. That lack of repairability is a hidden cost you really have to think about.
Okay, we've talked hardware, we've talked power, we've talked money. Now let's make this personal. Because the right choice depends completely on who you are and what you actually do every single day. And let's start with something that is so often overlooked, your health. A desktop setup, well, it allows for perfect ergonomics. You can put the monitor right at eye level, the keyboard at a comfortable height. It's designed for working long hours. A laptop, just by its very design, is a compromise. It forces you to hunch over. And over time, that's the silent culprit behind that neck and back pain you just can't seem to shake. So if you're a serious gamer, the choice is pretty clear.
A desktop delivers that raw power you need for maximum frame rates, to superior cooling that's essential for marathon gaming sessions, and that all-important ability to upgrade your graphics card when the next blockbuster game drops.
Now for students, it's the complete opposite. Portability is king. A laptop isn't just a nice to have, it is absolutely essential for taking notes in lectures, for studying in the library, and for working on group projects literally anywhere on campus. A desktop just doesn't fit that lifestyle at all.
What about content creators? Well, for the really heavy lifting, I'm talking 4K video editing, complex 3D renders, intense visual effects, you need the sustained, uncompromising power of a desktop. Now, a powerful laptop is fantastic for editing on the go, but the desktop is, without a doubt, the undisputed workhorse in the studio.
Whew. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So how do you pull all of this together to make the right choice for you? Let's end with a simple but really powerful framework to guide you.
Okay, let's bring it all home. Just ask yourself these 5 questions and be really honest with your answers. Number 1, where are you actually going to use this computer? Is it going to live on one desk, or are you taking it everywhere? Number 2, what's your primary task? I mean, what are you going to be doing 80% of the time? Is it hardcore gaming, just writing essays, or heavy-duty video editing? 3, what's your budget, and where do you want that money to go? Straight into raw horsepower, or into the convenience of portability? 4, how important is upgrading down the line? Do you want to be able to boost this machine in a few years? And finally, the super practical one, do you even have the space for a full desktop setup? Because here's the most important point of all. There is no single best computer. There is only the best computer for you. The right choice is the one that just seamlessly fits into your life, your work, and what you personally value the most.
So that leaves us with one last thought to chew on. As you make your choice, you're also kind of casting a vote on a much bigger question about the future of technology itself. Is the future of computing all about having immense concentrated power in one place, or is it about having good enough power that's accessible absolutely everywhere? The answer for you starts with your next machine.